Is the national housing market going up or down? In other words, has your house gone up in value or down in value? And if you were to sell your home, how long would it take to sell? In this video, I'm diving into the latest stats to answer both of those questions and more. So if you're not already subscribed, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos and market updates for the Southern New Hampshire and Northern Massachusetts areas. So first off, we're going to start with a few observations that I've been seeing in the market as of recently. And this is focused in Southern New Hampshire, Northern Massachusetts. The market, number one, is all about the nuances. You have houses in one area sitting longer than usual, some doing price adjustments, but you also have other homes flying off the shelves, people paying $50,000 over the ask price, the whole nine, right? Now, normally it's turnkey, ready to move in homes that fly and the fixer-uppers that tend to sit longer, but I've actually seen it happen both ways. I've seen perfectly nice homes sitting as well as fixers, so it really is sometimes hard to predict how a home is going to perform, even based on similar comps. The second observation I've seen is new buyers entering the market have noticeably more pause right now due to rates and pricing and where they are, but there are still many buyers in the market who are aggressive with their offers, creating bidding wars despite the current interest rates. And you can see evidence of this with the median sale price in Nashua, which from May to June jumped over 12% to $455,000, which is the highest it's been in the last 12 months. Sold listings is up 62% to 101 units sold in June, which also illustrates that buyers are out and about looking for homes. Many newer buyers, like I said, are giving more pause to the aggressive style offers that have been seen over the last few years, but there is still a backlog of buyers who have been looking a long time, who have not found a home yet, who are getting fed up, and they are the ones mostly putting in very aggressive offers to win the house. In general, the increase in units, though, we saw that 62% is showing more activity in the market. Homes are selling, which is pretty common for this time of year, spring, summer. We do see a peak in activity. Lastly, we're going to look at the number of new homes that have come on the market, so inventory, right? And that number is also up, which is good, but it's not nearly as up as much as we need it to be. We saw almost a 9% increase from May to June, which, like I said, doesn't show that we're getting more inventory, and that is a good thing. But as I mentioned, we had 62% increase in sold listings and only 9% in new listings. So we have a big housing inventory shortage still. And so some best practices for buyers and sellers in today's market. In the real estate world, in the real estate professional world, as the market remains challenging, a lot of focus is back to the basics, right? So meaning staying in touch with folks, providing stellar service, go above and beyond, all of which have been building blocks for real estate professionals for decades now. And some advice, but the same advice I would say goes for buyers right now as far as going back to the basics, sticking to the fundamentals. You want to talk to a fantastic loan officer who's going to help you run the numbers, a knowledgeable realtor who knows how the market is performing, and build a team around you who will get you into that home. You also need to become clear on what you're looking for, right? Make sure it aligns with the price range you want to be in, and understand how aggressive you're going to need to be, or how aggressive you're comfortable being in order to find the home that you love. So the specific tactics will vary depending on the specific house, in the specific situation, how many offers you're against, etc. But the best possible tip I can give you at the moment as a buyer right now is to not get emotional about the process. Meaning, obviously you want to fall in love with the home, but if we get into a bidding war, for instance, and the seller counters, or someone asks for something that really doesn't amount to much, but may be a slight inconvenience to you, or from a principal standpoint, you feel like you're giving in, but by doing so, it will lead to you getting the home that you've been wanting. I would suggest you put those feelings aside and look at the bigger picture, right? And some things are non-negotiable, it's not gonna work. But if from a long-term view, those minor adjustments will help you accomplish your ultimate goal, aka get the house you're looking for, have more space to grow into, have less space to worry about, be in that school district you want to be in, whatever it may be, I would say you would strongly want to consider it. Sellers on the other side, this is a very strong possibility. We could go into another rough fall like it was in 2022. I am someone who believes we can make the best of any market one way or another, but it is still far superior to have the wind blowing with you rather than against you. So if you have the ability to list your home before the fall, I would highly suggest doing that. And if you are going to be selling, but you really just can't sell right now, I would 100% recommend starting to prepare your home to be market ready so that you are prepared when the time comes. Do the odds and ends repairs. Clean the house out. Less is always more. Remember that when it comes to stuff and clutter. So when you get all of that done ahead of time, and if it does become a more challenging market in the fall, you will be able to show your home in the best possible light, and you will be able to squeeze every last dime out of it. So if you do have questions about Nashva's housing market, any other town in southern New Hampshire, northern Massachusetts, my contact information is in the description below. Send me an email and I'd be happy to discuss more personalized data with you that is specific to your situation, your goals, and whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, because it's going to be different for everybody. If you are considering selling your home in the future, whether it be next month or next year, check out the free seller's guide in the description below as well, and start learning about what you can do to maximize your sale price and also just have a smooth selling process overall. You probably want two things, like most people, to happen when you sell your home. You want to get the highest price possible, and you also want to not go completely insane during the process. So we want, as much profit, but we also want a pleasurable experience. We want you to have, a smooth sailing throughout the entire process. So check out the guide below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, as I said earlier, so you don't miss out on future updates. The market is going to continue to change. So that wraps up July 2023's outlooking back on June's activity, analyzing the most recent stats. As always, I'm Sam Bohegan with Keller Williams Gateway Realty with a simple, straightforward, local update, giving you the information you need to make the best possible decision for yourself and your family. See you in the next video.